A, I, O, A, O, A, I, O, A. Yo, guys, what's up? It's Blackheart here, and welcome to a new video. So we have news regarding the new patch for Tekken 8. They released today the balance adjustment policy, and of course we're gonna see the full patch notes this evening, probably at 3:30 a.m. for Italy. But let's see what they say in this patch, because there are some interesting points that I wanted to talk about. Of course, we will see the full extent again of the patch this this night for us in Italy. So let's see. Shared balance adjustment policy for version 2.02 and version 2.03. Following the previous update, we will continue addressing moves with excessively high return relative to risk and high performance moves that can repeatedly create advantageous situations leading to one-sided gameplay. So you're gonna nerf the most broken moves of the game, basically. Balance adjustments will prioritize moves with particularly high impact based on the player feedback and match data. In consideration of several major esports tournaments scheduled in August, large-scale balance adjustments are expected to conclude with version 2.03. However, we will continue monitoring the competitive environment after version 2.03 and consider further adjustments as needed. So basically, we are in the second part of the overall schedule for the great balance overhaul of Tekken 8. So we will see what this patch will bring. I hope very, very huge nerfs to the most broken moves in the game, because they are so much and they are so predominant. But let's see more in the detail what they're gonna say now. Patch notes, balance adjustment policy for version 2.02. Patch notes are scheduled to be released around 10:30 a.m. on Tuesday, June 3rd. This is for Japan Standard Time, so it will be like 3:30 in the morning for us in Italy. The upcoming update scheduled for release on Tuesday will include further adjustments aimed at optimizing the overall balance between offense and defense. In addition to the shared policy above, we'll revise certain aspects of the heat system to prevent it from having an excessive impact on match flow. And let's see what it means. Adjustment to heat timer consumption for certain moves. Some moves that consume remaining heat timer time have had a disproportionate impact on the balance of offense and defense. To address this, we will adjust the amount of heat timer consumed by these moves. In particular, high guard, crush potential moves, so moves that basically break your guard, and made it difficult for the defending side to respond and often led to one-sided situations. So we're gonna see which moves are gonna nerf here. As such, we will increase their heat timer consumption to better balance risk and reward. So basically, you want to use powerful moves in heat. Okay, you can, but you will lose more heat. That's good, because a lot of moves in this game have a lot of good properties for the amount of heat timer they consume. For example, I don't know, Asuka's up 4-1-2. Probably one of the most broken strings in the game, and in heat she basically depletes like 2 points of heat, so you can spam this over and over again. For just an example, okay? This change aims to make move selection more tactical and appropriate to the situation by correcting the risk-reward balance for heat timer consuming moves. So these powerful, super crazy moves now deplete more heat. That's good. So you have to understand and decide how much of these moves that you're gonna use and where you have to use these moves. So it implements some more strategies to the game plan. That's good. Also, tracking adjustments for Heat Smash. For some characters, if the first hit of a Heat Smash whiffs, the follow-up attacks will still track the opponent excessively, and that is a very, very common thing in Tekken. A lot of these Heat Smashes, even if you whiff the first one, the rest of the Heat Smash tracks. For example, I don't know, Yoshimitsu one, probably one of the most predominant examples. Even if you step the first part of the Heat Smash, for some reason the rest of the Heat Smash is kind of homing. I don't know, or I don't know, like Jin has some crazy tracking. Like, it happens very often. So I'm happy that they're addressing this. Also, Steve's one is completely homing, by the way. Steve's Heat Smash is completely homing. I hope they nerfed it too. This aims to prevent situations where the defending player is unfairly hit despite a successful evasion, and to improve counterplay opportunities against Heat Smash. Good. All good changes for now. So this is all for what we'll see in this patch. Nothing too much. But it's some good. It's good. We're gonna see more in detail. But it's not over yet, because look at this. Now we have balance adjustments policy for version 2.03 that is expected to be released on July the 8th. So we already know when's the patch coming, in about a month and some days. So good. Buffs, and that's the worrying part. Buffs for select characters within a range that does not significantly or impact overall battle balance. No, no. I'm worried already, because we already saw that when they buff characters, they make it fucking OP. So they don't know how much a single buff can impact on the gameplay. So really, please, Namco, please, no. You already saw that when you buff characters, the game becomes worse, okay? Please don't buff anyone anymore. Please, just nerf the strong ones and leave the other ones as they are. Maybe a small buff to Lee, but small. I don't want him to become broken again. Please consider very carefully the things you're doing, because I'm very, very worried about this, about buffing characters. Do we need to buff characters? Do we need that in a game like this? Do we need that? Please consider the buffs very carefully, because I don't want another Season 2 again. Please. Also because they say buffs for select characters. So more than one. Not only Lee, more than one. My god, who needs buffs in this game? Tell me. Who the fuck needs buffs in this game? You have to tell me. Lee... Eddie, Devil Jin, poor Devil Jin, Raven needs buff. No. Just nerf the broken ones. I told you we told you over and over again. Buffs no bueno. Nerfs buenissimo. Continue like this. Nerf the shit of everyone. Do not buff anyone. We don't need buffs. For fuck's sake. Again, we want Season 2 again with these buffs. I hope they're really minor. I hope it, because we cannot have another Season 2 again. I hope they are just... they say that does not significantly impact overall battle balance. I hope they know what they're doing. Because the last time when they buffed characters, we had shit. Well, let's go on. This is very interesting. Revisions to frame advantage on block for rage arts. In light of increased importance of counterattacks due to raised health values. So rage arts probably gonna be more punishable now on block. This is very interesting, because until now they're only minus 15. And that means that some characters have very hard time punishing rage arts. For example, June cannot... I know June, very broken. But June cannot launch rage arts, for example. She can only do down back 1/1/1+2. That's a good string, but it's not. Sometimes it doesn't even kill. It doesn't even kill on a rage art blocked. So I'm happy that they revised the rage arts on block, because minus 15 was too little for how good they are. Okay, it used to be like minus 20, minus 23, if I'm not mistaken, on Tekken 7. So maybe I'm not saying like minus 23 again, because maybe it's too much, but minus 20, minus 17, minus 18, like, so every character can punish and launch properly at least. So that's very interesting. This is a good change. I'm very worried for the buffs part of this patch. I'm very worried. I seriously hope that they're not gonna buff characters anymore. Let's hope. So guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Of course, we're gonna see the full patch this evening, this night. Of course, I'm gonna commentate it together with you tomorrow on stream or on a video. So let me know, guys, what you think in the comments. See you guys very soon again. Bye.